Hello everyone, it's been a year. Yep. If you look at your calendar, today is May 5th. Not for me, I'm recording this earlier because I'm very much a procrastinator when it comes to editing. And editing is a big part of my videos. It takes up the majority of the time before a video gets released. So hopefully when you're seeing this, it is currently May 5th. It's officially been a year since I've been banned from Daybreak 2. Now, the reason why I'm making a video on this is because I find that moment to be quite a big event when it comes to this channel's history and this lifespan. In the lifespan of this channel, that's a big, crazy event that happened. And I recently went back to the stream while I was working on another video. You'll see it soon, which is hopefully it is a ancient out of context video, which is basic. I'll give you a synopsis before I continue on this topic. The video that I'm making currently is, there's a couple videos, but one of the video which led me to make this video was just going through all the clips that people have made on my streams, videos, and channel, whatever the case may be. As long as it's on my channel and people clipped it, there's a whole list for me to see, and I'm gonna make a video off that list. Hopefully it comes out well. Hopefully it's entertaining and brings back a lot of memories. But back on this entire ban situation, where last year I got banned, and it was one crazy thing. Now looking back at it, of course, in a lot of situations where you look back at the past, there's always, what if I could have done this properly? What if I could have done this and that? Of course, I would have thought that. Well, I did think that. Like, what if I did this properly? What if I didn't do this? You know, what could I have changed? But in the end of the day, you can't change it. It happened. It happened. There's not much you can do about it except accept it. Now, before I just talk a little bit about this, I just want to make sure that this is not a call out for the devs to unban me, because, you know, that I don't really want to ask. I feel like it's one of those things where, like, it would be really weird for me to ask, you know, even though it's been a year later and things like almost just everything died down. I think it would still be weird to be like, hey, can you unban me, please? I'll give you money. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna ask for my unban. If they want to unban me, it has to be on their own fruition. All right, it's not gonna be led by me, and so I'm not gonna make no hashtag. Which honestly, I've done. I mean, I haven't done, but I've thought in the past. But like, what if I, you know, try to lead a unban ancient thing? Like, no. Every way I look at it, it's just pretty stupid, and it's just gonna cause dumb stuff. So. When I know I don't have to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Please do not go to the devs and be like, unban ancient. Do not do that. It is their decision whether or not for me to be released from my prison on my main account. But you know, but like, what if, like, don't you want to get unbanned? Blah blah blah. Like, yeah, of course I want to get unbanned. I miss my skins. I miss my skins. But no, I'm not gonna push that narrative where I'm like making this video just for please unban me. No, I'm not gonna do that. I just want to take a look back at it and just see how we are now compared to a year ago. Around that time, I was like at 2,000 subscribers. Now we're at 4,000, almost 5,000. Hopefully it's a slow burn situation that we got going on. Streams I've been doing, they're pretty chill, you know, with the same few people. It's been pretty nice, you know. It's just chill streams. The videos are not doing well in terms of, you know, how I used to be performing, but anyway, people still, you know, enjoy it, and that's all that matters. You know, I'm not worried about the numbers. Everything just seemed to just slow down. You know, the rise of Freekeeper, our group expanded to more people. It's kind of weird to just, you know, look back at how this channel was a year ago and how this community was a year ago to how it is now. It's like, damn, what a fall. People would see it as a fall. You know, I would kind of see it as a reform in a way, because the nature of my content and my commentary has died down in terms of how, you know, intense it was, I guess you could say. I've toned down on a lot of stuff that I used to do in the past, like when it comes to just looking at issues, like just talking, streaming, my language in general, and basically my way of thinking, you know. Granted, it's still kind of the same. I'm still the same me, but I just sort of just calmed down, you know. It's still the same ancient. Still, we can still get hype and junk, but like, it's just very chill. It's very calm nowadays, and I don't see it as a bad thing. Of course, maybe something will happen. Who knows? That things will pick up pace, and I will try to do my best accordingly. But a year is a long time, you know. It doesn't really feel like a year in a way, you know, even though it's been a long time. All this old Daybreak stuff is just, I see it as like just nostalgia in a way. It's kind of weird because a year isn't that long. It's a long time, but it's not that long in the grand scheme of things. You know, we've gotten a lot of new people, a lot of old people left. You know, looking at the chat from like today's streams to like how it was back then, there's been a lot of people. There's still a lot of people that have been here this entire time and seen everything, and I appreciate it. You guys have seen everything. In a span of a year, the group is still together. Like me, Keeper, Milo, Zinni, Loading, CEO. We've gotten some new people like Arsonist and Chompy and whatnot, I guess, and Pat as well. Pat is still here. But like the core of the group is still the same. We're just kind of adding people, you know, and it's crazy how we've known each other for a year. It's been longer than a year because, you know, it's not like I got banned and then everyone pulled up. No, that's like the biggest moment in terms of Daybreak content creation, and everyone that was involved is still together, you know, which is kind of crazy because some people think that, oh, you know, nothing's happening, you guys aren't doing anything, so you guys just go your separate ways, and that hasn't really been the case. Yeah, it's very nice, honestly. Nowadays everything's pretty calm. Everyone is doing their own thing, but everyone is still together as a group, and I find that very valuable, honestly. For an entire year plus, we've known each other, and I just want to give my shoutouts to them. You guys mean a lot, unless you're fake, which then fuck you. Since I did get banned from Daybreak, let's talk a little bit about Daybreak. What have changed? In the grand scheme of things, a lot have changed. The way the game is now is, whether it be for better or worse, it's just the core gameplay has changed. And we've been seeing a lot of new people join in, and a lot of old people sort of stick around / leave. The gameplay itself is more just gen based and not chase based, you know. I would probably talk about this if I do make a State of Daybreak video, because it's been a long time since my last one. But the core fundamentals of this game has really changed, and it's gone unbalanced, I would say. Not to talk too much about it because this isn't the video to do that, but this game is hella survivor-sided. Hella survivor-sided, and it has to do all with these maps. But it is currently spring, and Daybreak is expected to receive a big update soon. We don't know when, you know, because again, we was talking, and I'm gonna just give a little sneak peek of what we've been doing. We've been talking in the, you know, group chats, whatever. These may be our private stuff, and we're like, I don't think it was like no words, or people are saying, yo, Daybreak update, it's spring, the Daybreak update is coming soon, and the rest of us was like, maybe. Maybe, because you gotta think about it, Daybreak haven't had a good track record of keeping release dates. Their release dates, you know, for better or worse, you know, they try their best. I know it's not something I'm gonna, you know, grill them on, because from what I've known, it's only Brenda, and I haven't spoken to Brenda ever since the ban, you know. I haven't reached out. It hasn't been vice versa. I hope she's doing well. I hope the rest of them are doing well, even Solana, because I know a lot of people are gonna be like, I bet you still don't like Solana, huh? No. Well, it's not like I don't like her. It's just, it's the past. I'm not a type of person to hold grudges on someone just because of how I feel. You know, it happened. I accepted it. It is what it is. It's not. I'm not gonna always look at that person in disgust, be like, ew, Solana, isn't that the bitch that banned me? No. I'm not calling her a bitch, by the way. I'm not. I'm just using an example. I'm not gonna see her and all the other devs that way. And I'm pretty sure they don't even have the time to think of me that way. Pretty sure, you know. Taking a bold guess. I don't have no quarrel against them as long as they don't have a quarrel against me. And from what it seems like, no, they don't. As for the community, I have no idea. Because, you know, a lot of people that I've been seeing that are a part of the community newer as per se, I've been having good experiences. You know, I've been trying to leave good impressions of me because regardless of what happened in the past, I'm not gonna be presenting myself as the same chaotic person, you know. And it has been sort of rough in a way to try to reach out to people that are a part of Daybreak, myself, because it's like, what if, you know, you never know how people feel about you until you ask, you know. And even then, you still have to stay on your toes because that's just how the way things are. And especially when it comes to me, I have to look out because of my past. You know, people have probably just, you know, the only thing they know about the Ancient One is that he's done this, he's done that, he's transphobic, he's crazy, he does so much bull, he's bad influence, whatever the case may be. I don't know how people think about me, so I have to be very cautious when I come to approaching other people that have to do with Daybreak. And recently, things have been going well, happily to say, where I would like say hi to people and no one would seem to just hold my past against me, which I appreciate. You know, hopefully it stays that way. We can move forward in better terms with everything. But especially when it comes to the people that matter. Like recently, I don't know if you saw, you probably have, Keeper did a huge voice acting live stream. Huge voice actors. You had Leva, you had Huxler, you had Darling Dona, you had Havoc, you had all these people. And I was in there for an hour. And I'm happy to say no one really cared. They didn't really care I was there. It's not like they were bothered by my presence, and I'm happy. And I even spoke in sort of, it was indirect, but I spoke into Haru, you know. It was indirect when he was in Keeper stream. He didn't really care or anything like that. They basically, you know, I didn't see any, you know, anything bad, you know. Everything just seems to be chill now. That's the bottom line. Everything seems to just be chill. Everything's just relaxed. And I wanted to keep it that way. You know, when Daybreak's big update comes in, I want to be one of the people to just, you know, this is happening. Hey, this is happening. Go check it out. Even though maybe we'll see what happens in the result of the update, how many people it brings back, how many new people it brings. But, you know, I'm going to be supporting it. When the update drops out, maybe I'll get unbanned. Who knows? But no. We'll see what happens from here on out. I just wanted to take a video to be like, hey, it's been a crazy year. Not really. It's been a crazy year prior to my ban. That was a crazy year. But from the ban to now, everything's just been chill. You know, been doing our own thing. It's been a slow burn channel. And who knows what will happen in the future. So, if you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe, join the Discord, of course, you know, and don't ask them to unban me. I'm gonna say this one more time, because motherfuckers don't listen, man. Anyways, take care.